Yo,
What is up, town?
not much. It's Monday. Fucking long day. Just got done working the fields, and today has to be the fucking worst day ever. But you know what? We all have good days and bad days. That's all I gotta
Yeah, man. I just got done being a foreman
say. What?
in the fucking cotton fields. Shit, it's hard being a player out here, bro.
Yeah, no. Tell me about it. I mean, I don't got the silk shirt like you do, but it's definitely hard as a player out here.
You ain't got the silk shirt yet.
I don't got the purple silk shirt, and I'm getting a haircut Friday because I mean I can't keep looking homeless. So I'm like Friday, I'm getting a haircut. I don't care. I'm shaving my beard off. I literally look like I belong on the streets, and I'm like, dude, I can't go outside look like this anymore.
Who the fuck you looking like, James Hardy?
More like Samuel L. Jackson back in 1997 when he just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, man. It's fucking Monday. Shit. I was looking at the fucking calendar right now, and I was like, damn. This seems like a long week.
Yep, it's like the weekends are short. Man, I might not even come to fucking work tomorrow. I'm just like, you know what? I need to just take a mental break for myself.
From myself.
From myself, yeah. I just, man, I'm good. But anyway, what I was gonna say, I literally, today just been one of those days, man. I don't even know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, this is the Keep 'em Dry hour on a Monday. We got N Town in the house.
Hey yo.
Yeah, man. A lot of shit has been going on since the last time we spoke.
Yes, indeed. I mean, we can't ignore what's going on anymore. It's all over the news. So for this episode, we're going to talk about what's going on in Ukraine and Russia. So pretty much everyone know what's going on. This has been going on shit since far as I can remember, since 2014. Since Russia, for me, this is my opinion, also what I read into it. So don't take my word of salt or grain of salt or whatever. I just use Google searches and I watch Vice News like everybody else. So for what my understanding is, the whole Ukraine and Russia issue looks like, from what my understanding is, there's Ukraine wants to be part of NATO and also join the European Union, which I guess Vladimir Putin has issues with. But then again, I mean, that's all I really know. And also, I want to touch on a few more things that I saw there. But Geo, you want to knock it out, you can, since you probably have a little more knowledge than I do.
Yeah, first and foremost, the Keep 'em Dry podcast has not taken any side. We are not pro-Russian or pro-Ukrainian.
Mm-hmm.
We just want to talk about and be utmost forward about the reality of how things transpired. So, as sad as it seems for a lot of people that are in Ukraine, as sad as it seems for a lot of people in Russia as well, who has family members in the armed services that are fighting right now, I think we could speak on behalf of the whole Keep 'em Dry crew, which includes myself, Marcus, Lizo, Cindy, Souls, that what we want is the best for everybody. Peace.
Mm-hmm.
War is not good. But there was a lot of things that have driven to this point. And I really, really feel bad for the people of Ukraine because, like, the civilians in Ukraine had nothing to do with whatever's going on right now. They were driven into a war that they were falsely misled. They were poking a bear. And of course, when you fucking wake up a bear from hibernation, there's going to be some sort of reaction. I've gotten some feedback from some of the people that know me personally as well. Like, all right, so the U.S. would have invaded Mexico. Do you expect nobody to come and help out? And my reaction is, if Mexico would isolate and to a certain point genocide a certain part of their states, or if Mexico would accept certain weapons that are aimed towards hurting the U.S., of course the U.S. would fucking invade us due to security concerns. So it's a similar thing that's going on in Ukraine. The United States and the NATO allies, they drove Vladimir Zelensky, the Ukrainian president, to think that, all right, we're going to be part of your crew, and you guys are going to back us up. And when shit hit the fan, the US and NATO totally fucking ran from the Russians, man. It's so fucking sad. It's so fucking aggravating to know that, because the only people that are hurting are the Ukrainian civilians and the families of the Russian soldiers, which unfortunately are in this predicament. How do you feel about that?
All right, you pretty much touched based on it. So this is just my opinion on it. Me personally, after what I saw, and I'm not going to speak for Geo, Sewell, Cindy Lou, and Lizo on this. This is strictly from me. For what the conflict's going on here, I do feel sorry for what's going on in Ukraine. I do. I have to give major props to the Ukrainian civilians for fighting for their country and putting up a fight. I mean, you don't run, you don't fold. I have to give you respect. But what I've seen, because I'm African Canadian, so the first thing to be an African. So there's African Ukrainians and Ukraine too as well. What I saw was unacceptable done by Ukrainian civilians, is where they're leaving all the Africans there to suffer. So I'm gonna say this, after seeing that and people sending me videos of that shit too as well, I don't have one way opinion on it one way or another, but I will say this though, war doesn't solve anything at all. I totally disagree with what Putin's doing. And also, you can somewhat blame NATO and America in this as well. I have to go based on what Geo says, because Ukraine always wanted to be part of the European Union. We know this. They also want to be part of NATO. When shit did hit the fan, all the thing that was happening was giving them sanctions. So I followed it pretty well. But at the same time, I could really honestly care less what happens to Ukraine or Russia after seeing what happened to my people. So I'm pretty sure people who are race loyal to their people will understand where I'm coming from. So even though they're from Africa, blah, blah, I can't ignore that. And I'm seeing this coming from Ukrainians. I'm not surprised, because it comes from Europe. And we all know how great Europeans treat Africans. I mean, they were number one colonizers, so I'm not going to ignore that. But I'll say this, though. I wish the best luck for everyone, both sides. I see people protesting in Moscow, Russia, to stop this shit, their brother countries. War doesn't solve anything. This war is not a peaceful war. This is a war that should not happen. And if World War III happens, I mean, us being in America or anyone that's part of this shit will be drafted. So I don't want to hear black people saying, this is me speaking for African Americans, anywhere. If we get drafted to this shit, it don't matter. If World War III starts happening, you can ask Geo, because he's a little smarter than me on this, and I kind of study it too. World War III happens, we're going to be fucking drafted. And Geo made a really good point as well. If Mexico did, become communist or did some, similar to what Ukraine did, I believe America would respond the same way as Russia did. So Geo made a good point. I never thought about that. But I mean, Mexico is very strong too as well. I mean, they have their own army, they have their own sources too. So, I mean, I can't speak for Mexico or Mexicans, but Mexico's fucking strong from what my understanding is, and me studying their country as well. But with that being said, I wish the best of luck for everyone over there. Like I said, I give major props to Ukrainians and the civilians who stand and fight for their country. Got nothing but respect. But one thing I won't respect is disrespect towards Africans there. I just won't. I won't back you on that. So fuck that.
Yeah, I know. You sent us a message on the KEEPEMDRY group in regards to that, and I was surprised that after everything that you're going through right now, like this is some shit that's still going on, right? Like they have the same right to escape from like getting bombed the fuck out of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, man. It really is crazy. And I think until you're in that situation, you really don't understand it. And I really don't know what's gonna happen with these two nations. The way I see it, Putin is pretty much playing with them because he's only used like 40% of his forces that were on the border, and the Ukrainians are like already low on soldiers and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine when he sends 100% of all his forces in there, like what are they gonna do? And what pisses me off is that the US, especially the US, because they're the only force that could go ahead and match up against Russia. There's no way to say it. It's only the US. Like, you are binded by this Article 5 in NATO where, like, an attack on one is an attack on the other. But the other nations are like, fuck that. We're not going to get involved. So the way I see it is like, if you are the country that has caused so many wars because of freedom and this and that, yet you're faced with this challenge right now in regards to freedom, and you back totally the fuck off and you don't want to get involved. You're talking about sanctions. Sanctions? What the fuck is sanctions going to do to Russia when they got the Chinese and India? That's going to be the backdoor for them to avoid those sanctions. How do you feel about that?
No, I agree. I was just about to touch on that. They also have gold safe. They have ways to survive the sanctions. So that's why I didn't understand the strategy as well. You touched on that as well. So, and this is true. Yes, Ukrainians right now are putting up a really good fight, but Russia's not even used their full force. I'm sorry. It's going to be fucking extremely overwhelming. I'm going to have to side with you on this one, Geo. And like I said before, I give props to the Ukrainian president who only wants to look after blue eyes and blonde hair Europeans. That's what he said in the interview. I heard that too. So I'm not holding back. So I mean, I told you I'm African Canadian, so I'm gonna touch base on that. So he says that and I quote, "I hate to see my blonde hair and blue eyed citizens in Europe get bombed by Russians." Okay, wink, wink. So with that being said, it's going to happen because number one, Russia is crazy. America is probably going to be the only country that can stand up to them. Sanctions ain't going to do a damn thing. They literally make plans if this shit happens. I mean, like even I'm seeing it right now. So you know what? Like I said, I'm not going to get involved in it because I see how my people being treated. So I can really care less what happened to Russia or Ukraine, to be personally honest with you. But at the same time, I will have to give props to Ukrainians who are there fighting. Fight. In the Bible, it says fight. Don't retreat. And I'm going to say this too, Gio, my fault. So this will be for the Africans there. This was already known for 2014, 2020. This has been known for almost 7-8 years. Me and you both know that eventually Russia was going to do this, right? Is it fair to say that? Yeah. Ukrainians know that too, and especially the Africans there. They said this is going to happen. Why are y'all there in the first place? And this is a question for the Africans. I'm not speaking to Ukrainians. Y'all live there, blah, blah. If you know this was going to happen, why the fuck did you stay there? Excuse my language. You see what I'm saying? Like, they gave you plenty of time and I'm sorry to raise my voice. I'm getting mad. If I know, like, let's say, for example, I went to Ukraine. I'm African Canadian. Oh, Russia's about to come over and do his thing. Shit, I gotta go. I'm smart. I'm getting the fuck out because one, it's not really my country, and two, I know how y'all feel about me. Three,
how much time we got? 8 years? All right, I'll wait.
Oh, wait, exactly. So no, we knew this was going to happen. This actually happened in Crimea. It's like, what? You know what? I'm done. Gio, go ahead. I'm sorry. Just go ahead.
Yeah, I understand your frustration because of the inequality that what's going on, and I think a lot of people haven't touched on this because there's a lot of news outlets that they're reporting on Kiev and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're about like the whole Ukrainian country is already taken over by the Russians, and they're going towards the capital. But there are things like this that like a lot of fucking news outlets don't report, and like, why is this happening now? Why is this happening there in Ukraine, where shit, man? Like, do you realize the Russians don't give a fuck if you're white or black and shit, and you are acting this way towards a certain minority in your country? That's fucked up, man. That's why the fucking Mexican government over here sent 2 fucking warplanes to get their people out of there. You know?
Mm-hmm. No, true. You made a good point, and also for this as well. The reason why the media doesn't want to cover it because it's saying all poor Ukraine. We know how the media works, bro. From anybody, all minorities, whites, blacks, Mexicans, Chinese, Japanese, and any other race. We all know how the white media is, and I'm not trying to criticize white media, but they're only going to cover what's happening in Kyiv. Feel sorry for Ukrainians. They're not showing what's going on with the minorities there, which is the Africans, peoples there. I have to show a video. People were sending me videos all day. And I got friends there, Ukrainians, like, Marcus, man, we ain't like this. I'm not down with this. My people trying to help. I'm like, look, I know you're not like that. And, my friends are Ukrainian and Russian, too. And they said they're not like that. That's it. That's despicable. I appreciate the support. You ride with me, I ride with you. I don't got nothing against you. What I do have something against is those fucking people who's doing that right now there. If you ride with me, cool. If you don't, I can't unsee when I see. Of course, it's not immediate. People got to send me videos for this shit. So you made a good point. No one wants to cover that because they know what will happen. People will already, half the people in America that are black, African Americans, and some people are kind of like, you know what? Since Ukraine's on that bullshit, we're gonna pull back. That's the only reason why the media doesn't want to cover it. So it makes the Ukrainian not look bad. But the Ukrainian president already made himself look bad with the blue-eyed and blonde hair comment. We seen that. Now it's like, okay, well, fuck it. My fault, Gio.
Oh no, you're absolutely right, bro. Like, I think during this time right now, and I'm pretty sure in those armed forces, because there's a lot of like people from that may consider themselves like African European that are fighting with them as well. Taking up arms and stuff. And it sucks that you see their families trying to get away, trying to get into the train, and a Ukrainian soldier is stopping them from trying to get to safety. That's absolutely absurd, bro. Like, I feel you, man. It's absolutely fucking absurd. It's something that should not be happening right now. And I don't know where we're gonna go from here. Vladimir Putin has said that he's put his nuclear defense forces on high alert. What the fuck does that mean? Is he ready to fucking send a nuke?
That's scary.
Towards the west? Like, this shit is fucking crazy, man. It's fucking crazy. I heard earlier that the Ukrainians are about to surrender and start peace talks and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Admitting and willingly signing towards the same things that Vladimir Putin said, hey, you agree to this, we're not going to invade you. But that's where I go back to, like, the U.S. lied to this country, man. NATO lied to this country, like, all right, we got your back. If Putin does this shit or whatever, don't worry about it. We got you, man. And when shit hit the fan, they were the first ones to run away and let these people suffer. And that's a really shady shit, man. So fucked up. Because these people in this country should not have been suffering the way they are. I mean, has been the biggest escalation since World War II, man.
That's true.
It's absolutely crazy. And what does China do? All right, first day of invasion, I'm gonna fly my shit towards Taiwan. And you know what's gonna happen after this? Ukraine's gonna surrender. They're gonna hold peace talks. They're gonna give up part of their territory towards Russia. Putin's gonna win. And the rest of the world will know that the US and NATO are nobody to have trust on. That's absolutely fucking crazy. The US has no power over anybody anymore. Or maybe another superpower has come up to the plate and has said, you know what, motherfucker? You've been doing this shit for the past 20 years. Libya, Iraq, Afghanistan. I guess it's my turn. How do you see it?
I see it that way. I mean, it makes America look pretty weak. I mean, already other countries are kind of like looking at NATO and America like, they're already losing influence by China and also by Russia. You're absolutely right. Ukraine has always asked America for help. And for what I see is the truth. Oh, we got your back. As soon as Russia steps in, oh, we're going to do sanctions. I agree with you 100%. NATO and America fucked them over big time. Now they're there to defend themselves, Ukrainians, based on the hope that they can get on NATO and become European in the EU. So now I heard that I saw this too in an article too as well, that 9 China airships or whatever are flying towards Taiwan. And Taiwan did, ask help from America since, America has supplied them with weapons as well. No response. So if another country needs help, a small country like Taiwan or Ukraine, they can't depend on the allies and shit. That's a fucking problem, bro. I mean, we can't ignore that. Already other countries are kind of looking at America as, y'all don't do what y'all say y'all going to do. And look what's happening right now. Losing influence left and right. So, like I say, it's pretty fucked up. And I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's not looking good at all. I mean, honestly,
one of the NATO countries, which is one of the most powerful NATO countries, Germany, they were the first ones to say, hey, I really don't back this shit up.
Yeah.
I depend on 80% of my fucking natural gas from Russia. Europe depends like 60% natural gas from Russia. So what are they going to do? Freeze? So that's one of the other things, man. Like, okay, Putin's like, okay, you want to put sanctions on me? All right, let me turn off the gas pipe.
Pretty much. That's true.
What are you going to do? That's why Germany was so hesitant. Until this point, yeah, the war is going on, and now they're taking another stance, but not to the point where, like, I'm going to send troops or none of that shit. But right now, what we're seeing is the demise of U.S. supremacy over the world.
Mm-hmm.
That is what we're seeing right now, man. That's fucking crazy.
And to be fair, that's been going on for years, bro. We've seen it coming.
Yeah, and they fucking poked this fucking bear. Vladimir Putin rides a fucking bear to the river, man.
I saw that. He was all bare chested. I'm a man. Look at
no
me.
Shirt.
No shirt. And it was winter. It's cold by the river.
George W. Bush, I looked into his eyes and I saw his soul. Like, what the fuck is that?
You saw what? Y'all make this dude. Oh my god, he is so hot. Get the fuck out of here.
Literally, like, oh my god, I saw his soul.
He is so masculine. He's so manly.
Let's not talk about Trump falling in love with him and shit.
Oh yeah.
I think the only president that has been tough on him was Obama, but he understood, like, I can't fuck with this dude. This guy has more nuclear weapons than I have. We can't fuck with him. And look at where we're at, man. And the only people that are suffering right now, like, I've seen videos of like Ukrainian soldiers just bomb the fuck out. It's fucking crazy, man. And the response from the US right now is zero.
Sanctions.
It's like putting a fucking stick on a fucking tank. It's, oh my god, it pisses me off. I sent you the video of Joy Bear.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I was so mad. I actually saw that on another stream too. I'm like, I don't even. I'm getting mad again. I'm getting mad.
What's gonna happen in Italy? I've been trying to go to Italy and I couldn't gone because of COVID. And now I don't know if I will be able to go because of this war. So what the fuck's going on? Bitch. Really?
There are kids. There's people losing their homes, kids dying, regardless on the race issue. There's people dying and kids are dying and freezing to death and getting bombed. You worry about a fucking trip? Are you kidding me?
Putin can bomb the fuck out of Rome if he wants to, and that's your fucking worry right now.
Can't go on that vacay. That just lets you know how selfish people really are. I'm glad she exposed herself. I'll say this too. So I know America are sending troops to like NATO countries like Germany and blah, blah, blah. So I want Ukrainians to hear this. Most of the soldiers from, the Marines, United States Marine Corps, the Navy, and also the Army and Special Forces, they have black people in there too. So I'll probably I'll probably think about how the way you treat Africans in Ukraine moving forward. Just want to throw it out there. Go ahead, Gio.
Of course.
Just saying.
Of course, man. There's this whole social divide, and I feel like it's getting stupid fucking old now because there are other things that are happening in the fucking world, in history, that overlap all that.
I agree, and I'm surprised this happened. I was surprised because it's like, number one, y'all need all the help y'all can get, regardless on what color they are, right? You see what I'm saying? And two, y'all gonna do this now while y'all getting Russia's coming. I mean, Russia's there. Wouldn't it be smart for y'all go like, hey, you know what? Y'all here, so hey, we're gonna help y'all as long as you help us. Boom. Y'all still gonna have the time to be racist right now while shit's going down? Is hate that fucking deep? Yes, it is. And you can't tell me otherwise. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Because of her blue eyes and her blonde hair.
Yeah, shout out to the president. At least he was honest. I see my blue-haired and blonde-haired people being bombed by Russia. So what the fuck are they? When I heard that, I was like, I'm not surprised. People was like, you see that? I was like, hey, dude, I've been black since I was born. I know what the fuck's going on. I'm not stupid. At least Canada's a little more welcoming to diversify compared to America. That's like saying, "Oh, do call me nigger today." Well, I'm expected to hear that, but when he said that on CNN or British, whatever. I was like, everyone was like surprised. I wasn't. You see, hey, I'll say this though. I'll give you applause for
The
being
BBC.
Go ahead, my fault.
The BBC.
Yeah, I think it's the BBC. Yeah, that's what he said it, and it was on CNN. And then the person who tried to interview was trying to divert it, like, "Hey, man, you can. I can't believe you said that. I mean, you really need everyone to back you up." So what you saying is only blue hair, only blonde hair, and blue-eyed people. Like, there's people with green eyes and red hair. So you're saying that everyone else don't matter. The superior race is supposed to help you. Okay, cool. So I'm supposed to feel sorry for Ukrainians right now after what I've seen. I don't. I'm just being honest with you. I don't. So, and all I'm saying is, man, I can't believe you said that on national in the world. I'm like, this. I was like, this dude is fucking awesome shit. But at least he was honest. So I'll applaud you for that. Shout out to all the blue hair. I mean, the blue-eyed and blonde-haired people out there. Go get them. I love my brown eyes and black hair, man. My nappy hair, man. I'm getting a haircut Friday, so I love me. That's all I gotta say.
Your afro?
My afro, yeah. I look like I was born in the 70s, goddammit. But you know what? It's all good. But have no fear. The blue eye and blonde hair people are here. I'm done with that subject. Y'all know how I feel, but everything else Geo touched on is pretty accurate. I mean, bottom line is America is losing its influence in the free world, which is pretty dangerous. So the invasion of Ukraine is pretty bad. I mean, I'm looking at the bigger picture. It's pretty fucking bad.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It is, man. Putin already threatened Sweden and Finland that if they try to get into NATO, he's gonna bomb the fuck out of them as well.
Yep, in a nuclear war, we don't want that. I mean, look what happened in Japan. I mean, it's horrible, and they got the nukes, and they're on high alert too. We all gotta worry about that shit.
Here's the thing, bro. Like the atomic bombs that were used in Japan, those are only a tenth of the power of the nukes fucking Russia has. Do you imagine how crazy that is? Like a tenth. Only a small fraction of what the destruction like the Tsar bomb can do. And that's absolutely fucking crazy.
It is. That's actually true. And I'll just Google it too as well. Man, I mean, obviously, as we get older and, the world increases and actually improves in technology, you kind of should anticipate this will happen. And also technology grows as well. So it's pretty scary to think about. It's actually what keeps me up at night a little bit, regardless on what's going on, with my people and me. I look at the bigger picture. This is not good for nobody. I mean, and then let's talk about economics too, if you want to jump into that. In America, I don't know what's going on in Mexico, but America, gas prices are fucking $4 a gallon. I've never seen that before since I even left California. There's food shortages. I went to Panda Express and they ran.
I got $3 on. Yeah, give me $3 on gas.
It costs what? I ain't going no fucking where. Hey, my friends gonna have to come visit me.
Tell Lizzo, hey, let me borrow $5.
No, that's my merchandise coming out soon. The friends gonna say, shit, let me borrow $5, just like that.
I think that should be part of the Keep 'em Dry merchandise. Let me borrow $5.
It is. Shit, let me borrow $5. Anyone that's balling, when I saw Lizzo's paycheck, I'm like, this nigga make almost as much as I do. Let me borrow $5 real quick. I'm doing bad, bro. let me borrow that. Now I'm gonna need it because I need gas.
Oh shit. Dude, fuck, man, we're fucked up, bro.
We are. But on a most serious note, with everything's going on, markets are definitely down. Food shortages are happening. Everyone's limiting supplies everywhere. So pretty much everything is pretty much being fucked, and we're all being affected by this war, regardless. So what do you think, G?
Oh yeah, of course, man. I really don't know what's gonna be the end game. I really hope the Ukrainian president, after driving his country into this fucking war and then being left, like you can hear him when he had that speech, was like, the world has left us on our own. We're gonna fight by ourselves. Like you could hear the resentment that he had in him and the hurt that he felt like being betrayed by the United States and the Europeans. That fuck, man, I did all this shit and you guys fucked me over. Like you could hear it in his voice. I think he should concede, start peace negotiations, because that's the only thing that he has available to him. If he doesn't, man, the other 100,000 Russians are going to come in and they're just going to take this fucking country away from him. And they're going to kill him.
I heard that they're definitely, he's the number one target, and a lot of people that works in his parliament too. They're all fucked, bro. Like they're not there to capture, they're there to kill. They're targets. And you know him, what's his name, Zelensky?
Yeah.
He is the number one target, you know, for the Russian troops.
I do give him props for being the first president I've seen in my life that has gone over there and has taken up arms and fought with his armed forces, though. That is fucking admirable. I feel like, when the fuck are you gonna see Biden or Trump or Bojo in the UK or Macron in France? Let me go to the front lines. This guy is fighting for his country.
Oh yeah, you said basically how you respect the president for fighting, standing his ground and fighting for his country. We never see any other presidents do that. Not to give you props on that too as well. You know, the blue-eyed, blonde-haired man stands up for his country. I'm gonna keep punning out. Fuck, ever see you? Now I'm on your ass. No, but like in all seriousness, even in my lifetime, I never seen a president do that, and I have to give him major props on that, regardless of the blue eyes and blonde hair.
Yeah, that dude might get fucking bombed the fuck out of him.
And he knows he's a target too, which is crazy, especially against Russia. Like everyone's afraid of Russia and surrounding Europe. But he ain't. He's like, hey, you gonna come and get me? Come get me. I'm gonna fight here with my people. So I gotta give him props. I gotta give you hella props, regardless of how I personally feel about you. I have nothing but respect for you. I can't fuck with you because I mean, you might shit. If you can stand up to them, you can stand up to anybody. Shit.
Fucking Ted Cruz is in Cancun and shit.
He's the opposite, yeah. Oh yeah, Ted Cruz, that pussy.
Shout out to Ted Cruz. Fuck you, motherfucker.
Shout out to Ted Cruz. Hey, when you come back from your vacation, let me know.
Talking shit about these people and you're, oh my god. That's how America works, ma. Nancy Pelosi, shout out to you too. We're probably gonna get canceled, but fuck it, right?
Hey, YOLO, you only live once. Every party, every day. I'll fuck with you.
I might have to talk to Tim Cook. Hey, bro. You got me?
I'm dead over here.
Remember that time we went to go eat and it was going to be Dutch, but I paid?
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. This is like a serious topic and we're laughing about it, so that's fucking funny. We all gotta keep our sense of humor.
Oh no, we're not talking about the Ukrainians right now. We're talking about
Yeah, we're talking about something else, right?
yeah.
Change the
No.
topic.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Um, I really think that Ukrainians, their only chance right now is to like surrender to the peace terms that Vladimir Putin has given them, which is one, you will never join NATO. Two, get all those weapons that they sent to you out of your fucking country. I think those are reasonable terms for peace.
I agree.
NATO didn't want you in the first place, and now they got you in a fucking bombardment. So why do you want to go with the people that betrayed you?
I won't forget this. I know they won't either.
I think if anything, they should rely more on Russia moving forward because the US and NATO totally fucked them over. Like I wouldn't trust a country like that. It's like going to a bank and they tell you, okay, I'll give you $500 and I won't charge you any interest. And they're charging you 1,000% interest when you could have gone to another local bank. I'm like, oh, I told you I wouldn't have done that. It's actually fucking stupid, man. I fucking hate what the US did to this country. And they're going to lose their independence in between that. And they won't be able to do anything.
Which the Ukrainian citizens don't want. And they fought so hard for almost a decade to have. Actually, probably more than that. I agree.
At the end of the day, they were all part of the Soviet Union. So
True. Well,
I guess they'll just go back to that. But this is why I'm pissed off at their president, because he was so blindfolded to believe in the Western lies. And he drove his country. He's asking his country, anybody that's 18 and 60, come to the defense ministry and grab some fucking guns to defend your country. He should have had better knowledge of what the fuck was going on. Like, there's no need for these people to be going into war, to fighting. In a fucking war that you know you will not win.
True.
The Russians are just... It's like fucking Frieza and Goku when they were only fighting at 40% power, 60% power. It's the same exact shit right now. The Russians are just like, all right, I'll just send 40,000 troops. I still got like over 100,000 troops on your border. But I will commend the Ukrainian people that are fighting right now, that are giving the Russians a hard time. They are honorable. But in reality, when the other fucking 100,000 troops come in, bro, it's going to be fucking crazy. And I feel sorry for them because, you know, they're just going in there to die. It's absolutely crazy.
It is. Like I said, I give props to the Ukrainian citizens for defending their country. So I mean, I'm not gonna shit on that at all. So I'm not gonna say any prayers for anybody because my obvious opinion about what I just saw. So I'll just gonna say, hey, do what y'all gotta do, and I'll just leave it at that. I have nothing else to say.
I hope everything goes well for the Ukrainian people, the civilians. Maybe not the government because they brought this shit upon themselves. And now they gotta handle with it. I hope a lot of other countries see what has transpired and understand that you can't trust the United States. You can't trust NATO. You can't trust the European Union. Do what you got to do for your own people.
Yeah, pretty much. Like Franklin D. Roosevelt said, don't ask what the country could do for you. Always ask, what can you do for your country?
I think that was JFK.
Oh, JFK, whatever. JFK. One of those white men said, I don't care. Just do what one of them two said it, okay? I don't know. I think it was JFK. I had to look that up. Whatever. I haven't been in school in almost 10 years. I graduated college, all right, whatever. But what else you want to say, Gio?
No, that's pretty much it, man. Let's hope Ukraine can come out of this in a positive manner. Hopefully the Russians don't nuke the rest of the world because we ain't got shit to do with it.
We got nothing to do with it.
What? I was making quesadillas.
I still got my cookies in the oven, nigga.
I was about to go get some tacos, bro. What the fuck?
Son of a bitch.
Oh man.
You're right. Oh man.
Really?
Come on, man. Come on, man.
All you see is a mushroom cloud.
Oh,
what the fuck is that?
Like, really? Damn.
Today?
So I just did all this work for nothing?
All this overtime?
Right. I could have, man. That was my last day on Earth. It will be after work. Oh, but now we're being selfish.
But yeah, man. I mean that's totally aside. We stand with the people of Ukraine, with the Russian families. The Keep 'Em Dry podcast is about feeling about humanity, and we really hope that this gets resolved without being escalated to another level, because it won't benefit the world at all. Ukrainian people stay strong. Mothers, fathers that have lost their children in this war on both sides. I don't know why this happens. War is cruel. And like John Lennon said, war is over if you want it. Close it out, Marcus.
I'll say this. All I gotta say is stay cool, keep them breezy, and keep them dry. I mean, that's all I gotta say. I gotta give props to the Ukrainian citizens, well, except for the racist motherfuckers. So I'm gonna be on y'all for that forever. But anyway, I gotta give major props. I mean, keep fighting for your country. So that's all I gotta say. So this has been the Keep 'Em Dry Hour, and once again, this is it's a more serious topic, but we have to make fun of it. Not make fun of it like literally, but make fun of it. So that's all I gotta say. Just keep them dry.
Ukrainians, Vladimir Zelensky, just go and talk to Putin. hopefully you can find a way to end this, because we all need to be in peace. This has been the Keep 'Em Dry Hour. So everybody, peace.
Peace out.